A very good evening to sporting editor Scott Palmer. And Scott, Kevin Sheedy had a bit to say tonight.
Well, he's really enjoying himself at the moment, Kevin. He's out there tonight at a fancy dress party where all the Bombers are dressing up in something beginning with E.
Is it true that Terry Danaher's going as an echo because he wanted to get last word?
Well, Terry Danaher they're playing ducks and drakes with tonight, Peter. He didn't play today. He sat on the interchange bench and no one's saying exactly what's wrong with him. The doctor said no dice, Brian O'Donoghue said no dice, and they've diagnosed him as flu, but you can understand there's a bit of suspicion about that.
Scotty, a couple of interesting reports today.
Yes, well, Mark Eustace from Richmond reported for headbutting Stephen Clark at Essendon, and of course, big James Manson down at Collingwood was reported for using a forearm down there in the second quarter. So that'll be the subject of tribunal hearings on Monday night.
Scotty, looking back through results of recent weeks, Footscray against the West Coast Eagles, they nearly got there today, they nearly got there again. What's the matter? Did Mick have anything to say?
Well, Mick said we just don't know how to win matches. He said there's 3 games we should have won. And he said, I just can't put my finger on it. Brian Royal, his rover, he's blaming himself for the defeat today. He said he had 1 shot for goal, okay. 4 behinds and then he kicked into the man on the mark. He said, I could have even won the match if I kicked straight. I'm going back to learn how to kick goals.
Fitzroy unhappy with the umpiring, Scotty. Was that the wash-up from out there? I understand they're pretty unhappy about the amount of free kicks they haven't got. Yeah,
well, apparently they went back through the records after today's game and they've discovered that in the last 1.5 years, they've been on the plus side of free kicks only twice in that time. They're just wondering what's wrong with them. There's the colours wrong or they don't like the smell of them or what. But they just can't seem to get a go from the umpires, they say.
And at Waverley, anything out there?
Well, at peace and quiet in the Battle of Britain, Pete. You know, no reports. And Stephen Kernahan, the Carlton captain, who played a wonderful game, said no one's going to bother to get reported now. It's too expensive and the clubs suffer too much. Of course, Carlton too, they've gone up to paint the town red at Warburton tonight.
Scotty, keep punching.
Okay, mate.